историческая. Good morning and good afternoon to guests of honor, lecturers, parents, and of course all graduates. My name is Edison.
And my name is Ming Ming.
And it is a great honor for me to be here standing before you, or rather sitting before you in front of the screen right now. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you students here, including Ming Ming and myself, for graduating. Yeah, I mean, we've graduated for let's not talk about the years, okay? It's been a while. So I know the graduation for the class of 2022 this year is a little different, and I do understand that since the 18th of March 2020, things have changed in Malaysia. With the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus, our usual norms have changed, Classes went online and a lot of conventional activities just, went digital. Things that we never thought could go digital actually went digital. Online concerts, classes, conferences, networking events and so on. It's amazing how things have changed, right? There were many things that we couldn't do as humans as well, but with such limitations, life has not been easy, especially for some of us students living in Malaysia as well. However, I would say we lived among the new norms, and in this endemic, it's a new term now, endemic. We are today moving on to a new stage of life virtually.
Yeah, and when I thought of a lot of what I would say to you all today, which brought me back to my commencement day, which was 1 year ago, or I'd say 16 months ago, where I was standing at the exact same spot, the almost exact same place, giving my valedictorian speech, but to an empty audience, of course, because we were a graduate of 2020, me and Edison, just 2 batch earlier than all of you, and we were so close to be having our physical graduation.
I know.
But then coronavirus decided to enter the chat. But to be honest with everyone, when I sat down and wrote this script, I couldn't help myself to think of how we will all be proudly wearing our graduation gown, holding our hard-earned scroll, throwing our mortarboard hats for Instagram, taking pictures with families, and maybe taking a few TikTok videos, for memories.
You would take TikTok videos. I'm old, man.
Yeah, and it's upsetting, I know, that we won't be, some of you might not be experiencing the physical graduation ceremony, but sadly we cannot control the circumstances that we face today. But we have worked so hard for our 4 to 5 years, and, wondering, doubting, hustling, hurting, struggling, grasping, and pushing ourselves beyond our limits. All the sleepless nights, all the tears we shed, all the unnecessary panicking. And why do we do this to ourselves?
To graduate.
Yes, we are waiting for this day to celebrate us and to celebrate our achievement. And all of us here deserve to be proud of ourselves. And today is the day that we celebrate your moment, your graduation.
Right, well, speaking of graduation, of course, we have about 200 to 300 students graduating online today. So I was about to ask you, when did you join APU? Because you said 2020, right? So I'm actually curious right now.
I joined in 2016. 2016 it was.
Let me do the math. 2016 you are.
But to be honest, the pandemic, looking back, the pandemic has really disrupted so much to our daily life that made me realize so many insignificant things which we never really pay attention of. Has become something we miss the most in our university days, How I miss the good old days where you casually bump into your friend in the hallway. And then,
God, yes. Yes.
Sharing inside jokes during seminars, during tutorials about your lecturers.
Right. We call them tea, little cups of tea,
right.
Of gossip.
A lot of cultural events, a lot of clubs in society got cancelled because of, everything has to be moved online, but virtual thing just doesn't come close to the physical interaction and engagement.
Yeah, for myself, I would say I joined this university in 2017. I think that was about 4 to 5 years ago. So it was a whole new experience for myself, because I would say I'm a pretty outgoing person, So to have to do it online at that point, it was weird for me, because I'm always the guy who walks down the hallway and go, "What's up?" And now to have to do it online, it just doesn't feel the same, But at this point, I would say I'm just reminiscing a lot of memories, and I'm so happy for all of you who are graduating as well. It's something to look back on. It's something to look and remind yourself that, hey, I've done it. You know, I'm moving on to a new stage of life, you know. And coming back to this, I would say back in high school, you know, everything was pretty much spoon-fed to you. Like,
Yeah.
I was so used to getting, like, when I took my SPM, like, our lecturers would go and, you know, teachers would go and give us our exam papers and our trials and this and that, right? And coming to university, having to be independent, you know, having to make new friends all over again to start from scratch. Oh my God, I would cry, man. But yes, also I would say my journey in APU, all right? APU has truly been my second home. Because I've met some amazing people along the way in this institution. And from the insane amount of time I spent on hosting multiple events in APU, participating in various activities and so on, I'm proud to say APU is where I've shed a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, man.
I agreed with you. And because, as we said, that we graduated, same as you, during the pandemic, I would say, I don't know if about you, but I have some regrets, which I never got the chance to say part my final goodbyes to a lot of my international friends.
Yes,
you know, some outstation friends, you know. We always say that, oh, it's okay, we will meet again next time. But then, you know, it's very difficult now with the situation and that they might never come. So that is one of my regrets that I have. But what we can do is choose how we respond to it as we take our next step in life. It's hard to imagine what life could look like as time progresses, and the only certainty we have now is that time will go on and the future will come. And we can use the pandemic as excuse that we can't move on in life and so on, but what we should really be doing it is to use it as a motivator to find our purpose in life. So whether if you're planning to pursue your master or you're planning to go directly to the workforce, the professional workforce, inherit your family business, or chase that dream that you always wanted to pursue, just go for it. Yeah, so whatever we plan on doing after this, after you graduate, will impact the society. So there's no denying that the society will gain something worthwhile, right?
Yeah, I would say that, you know, one thing that I really miss about being on campus with my friends is celebrating our birthdays, man. I remember how crazy we would get with our birthday parties, man. But yeah, I kind of miss this. But we were told that there are 2 birthday babies today.
Oh.
So yeah, happy birthday to you, Geraldine Julianne and Vincent Chen Win.
Whoa,
Right?
happy birthday. We have
Happy
2
birthday to you.
baby today. So, and I heard that because it's a birthday, right, we'll be singing the birthday song as well. So,
Oh, we are?
yes, we are.
Oh, wow.
All right, so maybe we can start.
Right, sure. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Right, happy birthday
Once
to
again,
you.
happy birthday to both of you.
And congratulations as well on graduating.
Yeah.
Right. Where was I just now? Oh, memories, right? Yes. Speaking of memories in university, I think one that stuck with me for this long was this one occasion. I remember my brother Omar. Shout out to you, my G. He was really homesick, right? So he was about 17 at that time when we were in our year 1 back in 2017. And for one, you know, being a small boy, very far away from home, he was from Saudi. And he was very nervous and homesick. So I remember going up to him this one time because he was, we were having this group discussion meeting in this club activity. And then he just came up to me and he was like, bro, I gotta go outside for a while. So he just walked out and I was like, no, okay, that does not look right. Because no one just walks out like that in the middle of a meeting unless they are angry or upset, right? So I just walked outside and say, I just looked at him and I asked him, "Hey, are you okay?" And he said, "Bro, I miss my home and my family, man." So I gave him a long hug and, he said, "Hey," I told him, "Hey, you might be far away from home, but, you've got family here and, APU is where your family is right now for you." So ever since then, we've been really, really good friends till today. Even up till now, my biggest regret is to not be able to, meet him in person, physically, like what you mentioned, because of the whatever circumstances we have right now. But yes, talking from a graduate's perspective, of course, I believe the stories created beyond the boundaries of the university are equally helpful to graduates. I'm pretty sure that everyone here has their own share of excitement and stories that would carry along to their lives. So my journey in APU has been a fruitful one. I'm pretty sure Ming Ming's one as well. And, I have friends and lecturers who are eager to help us on our journey. So with that in mind, it is with great honor once again for me to welcome all of you to APU's Virtual Graduation 2022, and it is with great pleasure we would like to hand it over to Mr. Jerry Chung.
Thank you, Ming Ming and Edison. Ladies and gentlemen, the virtual graduation ceremony is about to begin shortly. But before that, a gentle reminder to all. Throughout the ceremony, please ensure to enjoy this glorious virtual event and stay with us till the very end. Check out the event on YouTube and share the link with your friends and family to support our accomplished graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 virtual graduation ceremony of the Asia Pacific University of Technology and Innovation, APU, is about to commence. The national anthem will now be played. May we request the academic dignitaries to rise. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may now be seated. Good morning, salam sejahtera, and a very warm welcome to Dr. Hari Narayanan, President of Asia Pacific University of Technology and Innovation, APU, Professor Dr. Ho Chin Kwan, Vice Chancellor of Asia Pacific University of Technology and Innovation, APU, Dr. Annabel Kiernan, Pro Vice Chancellor for Education, Staffordshire University, Professor Katie Normington, Vice Chancellor of De Montfort University, who are both joining us all the way from the UK for this anticipated virtual event. Graduates, parents, staff, and faculty members of Asia Pacific University of Technology and Innovation, APU. Thank you all for gracing this most awaited APU 2022 virtual graduation ceremony. First and foremost, we would like to invite Professor Dr. Ho Chin Kwan to deliver the welcome address.
Salam sejahtera. Good morning. Dear graduates, class of 2022, senior leaders and staff of APU. I'd like to welcome all of you to the virtual graduation ceremony of the Asia Pacific University of Technology and Innovation. Dear graduates, a shout out to you. Congratulations, class of 2022. You did it. After lots of hard work, perseverance, many late nights of putting the finishing touches to your assignments, to your work, hours spent preparing for your examinations, today you have finished the race to become proud graduates and alumni of APU. The last couple of years have been challenging due to the pandemic, but you have learned to be resilient, you have learned to be strong, you have learned to adapt by using digital tools to communicate, to do group work, to meet up with one another when you can't meet physically. One thing is for sure, the pandemic has connected us in every way, regardless of our religion, our culture, customs, whether we are poor or rich. At APU, we are confident that the skills and experience that you have learned will enable you to excel and thrive in the real world. Graduates, I urge you, we urge you, do your part to help create a better future for your families, better future for your society, your community, and a better future for your country. In addition to the knowledge and skills, I trust that you have built up a good network among friends, among lecturers. You have also probably met your strongest rivals while you were studying at APU. You will have experienced the good times and maybe some not so good times. But ask this question, I bid you, what life lessons can you learn from such circumstances? Graduates, remember to say thank you to your parents, to your family. They have worked hard, they have made many sacrifices to ensure that you are where you are today. So say thank you to your parents, your family if you're at home. Don't forget to also say thank you to your lecturers who have imparted knowledge to you. And always remember your alma mater, APU. In the future, when you receive an invitation from us for you to come for alumni activities, I hope that you will oblige and say yes. If a postgraduate program is something that you would like to pursue, we warmly welcome you to consider APU. The APU family is a community of award-winning talents. Allow me to highlight some significant achievements of APU. APU is one of 19 universities in the world that has a QS 5-star plus rating for quality. What a great achievement. In 2022, this year itself, APU is the gold winner in the Cybersecurity Excellence Awards, where we are declared the best cybersecurity education provider in Asia. Our students from the Bachelor of Science, Computer Science with specialism in data analytics, they won the AWS Special Award in the RHB Get Your Hack On Data Edition. Congratulations to our students. In the 2021 Asia International Innovation Exhibition, again our students won 2 gold awards and 2 special awards. And in 2021 also, a group of our students became the national champion in the Cisco Packet Tracer National Challenge. And the list goes on and on. These wonderful achievements are an attestation to the quality of talents that APU produces. They also show the commitment and dedication of APU academic staff in training up, in imparting skills and knowledge to our students. At APU, we ensure that our graduates, like yourselves today who are graduating, are ready now to face the challenges of the real world, face the challenges of the industry, and are also future ready. We do this by ensuring that our curricula are cutting edge, featuring relevant knowledge and skills highly sought after by the industry. In addition to that, we also train our students to excel in 21st century human skills, covering aspects such as leadership, communications, collaborations, and creativity. APU has many wonderful partners who we have worked with. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Staffordshire University, the Montfort University, and also the Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, whom we work very closely with to ensure that we create high-quality talents for the needs of the country. And also thank you to all our industry partners. Dear graduates class of 2022, in the knowledge economy, change is the only constant. Be resilient, be robust, be open to acquiring new knowledge and skills. I'd like to share with you a quote from one of my favorite authors, Alvin Toffler, an American writer, futurist, and businessman known for his works discussing modern technologies. He puts it nicely. He said, "The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn." Graduates, once again, the university acknowledges the wonderful work you have done. Today, we honor you with warm congratulations. Go forth. We wish you the very best in the next steps of your life. May you be blessed with success. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Ho, for the encouraging welcome address. With great pleasure, we would now like to invite Dr. Annabelle Kiernan to deliver the graduation address.
I have great pleasure in congratulating you on the completion of your Staffordshire University and APU APIT Awards, and I'm privileged to be able to send you this message on your graduation. Today you become a member of a worldwide international community of Staffordshire and APU graduates who are shaping and influencing their own futures and those of their communities. You have been on a journey that will have opened your minds to new ways of thinking and will have developed a range of skills to prepare you for your future careers. You may have underestimated the challenge, but your hard work and sacrifice has paid off. Your journey has been taken in a world that is changing economically, politically, and socially. One thing that is guaranteed is that there are many more challenges and opportunities to come. The global pandemic has forced changes to the way in which learning and teaching takes place, to the way in which people engage in work, and the way in which we all live. As well as highlighting the importance of digital technologies, the pandemic has taught us how to be flexible, adaptable, resilient, and better prepared for anything. Studying for your degree has given you vital knowledge and skills that will prepare you for a future where innovation is essential. Learning should never stop, and it is important to think about how you can use your experience to make a difference to your communities and your country. Each and every one of you has the opportunity to do just that, and I wish you all the very best for your future. Please take time to say a special thank you to all those who have helped you to reach this milestone. This will no doubt include the dedicated, talented and hard-working staff at APU and, just as important, your family and friends who have supported you through your studies. Celebrate and be proud. Do not lose touch with the friends you've made, and please tell us about your successes and achievements. We always want to hear about what you are doing, how your degree has helped you progress, and how you look back on your experience at APU. We are extremely proud of our long-standing partnership with APU and are also proud to welcome you to our global Staffordshire University alumni community. So, congratulations to the class of 2022 and enjoy your very special day.
Thank you, Dr. Annabelle Kiernan, for the uplifting graduation address. With great honor, we would now like to invite Professor Katie Normington to deliver the graduation address.
Hello, I hope that you're enjoying today's celebrations. It's an honour to send our warmest wishes to our friends and partners at Asia Pacific University, and most of all to you, the graduating students. You've applied yourself, developed your talent and earned your success, so enjoy the moment, you deserve it. As exciting as today is, more exciting still is the prospect of the days ahead, the future that your new degree will now empower you to shape and create. That is the purpose of your degree, which you've put so much into. A university is defined by the community it fosters. DMU and APU are part of a shared and global community of friends and partners, and you're at the very heart of it. I want to thank you all for becoming part of our global community, and I hope you'll go out into the world full of good memories and full of confidence and full of excitement about the future. Enjoy this special day and your future successes. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Katie Normington, for the inspiring graduation address. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to proudly honor two of our valedictorians for 2022, graduates of Bachelor of Engineering with honors in Mechatronic Engineering and Master of Science in Data Science and Business Analytics. Please join us to welcome Ilyas Isak Dawuji and Ruud Westerwiel to deliver their address representing the graduates of 2022.
Dr. Lau, if you're watching this, I fulfill my promise to you. All right. Good day to all honored guests, faculty members, friends, family members, and graduates. I would like to begin by congratulating all my fellow graduates for finally making it here. This is a huge accomplishment, and you should give yourself a big round of applause and a pat on the back. It is an honor to be chosen as valedictorian and to speak at our graduation ceremony. So I'm going to do something different. I'm not going to give you the regular speech where I ask you if you guys remember the time we stayed up all nights doing our assignments. I'm not going to say that because that's entirely our fault. We decided to procrastinate and spend most of our free time doing the things we like. And as the deadlines come closer, we started complaining by saying that we did not have enough time. And as usual, the lecturers get the bitter end of it. That's the reality, and if you really think about it, you can't deny that we brought this upon ourselves and put ourselves in this position. It's okay to procrastinate, but not at the expense of affecting other people negatively. Instead, I want this speech to be more of a reflection of the time we've spent here and the people we've met. Well, if I wanted to hear about life and its meanings, I would go attend Mr. Ghana's class. We would go to his class to learn about engineering, and we would leave his class reflecting on life. And isn't it wonderful that we all get to be here today, graduating and during this difficult journey together? 4 years for engineering students and 3 years for the rest. That's like 13% to 70% of your current life. Granted, you're 23 years old. What I can say for certain is we all learned something from these years. It might be for your academic life or for your social life. Whatever we learned from here will shape who we are in the future. This is one of our very first steps into entering the real world. I'm sure most of us have faced betrayals, depressions, sadness, and happiness, amongst other things. But this is just a drop in the ocean compared to the rest of our lives. There will be more to follow, and it will be a rough journey ahead, but every minute of it will be worth it. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. We also wouldn't be here without the help of our lecturers, and we all owe our thanks and gratitude to every single one of them. Without them, I don't think I'll be the person that I am today. I would like to personally thank Dr. Lau, Dr. Lai, Dr. Alvin, Dr. Vicky, Dr. Riot, Mr. Said, Dr. Satish, and Professor Vinesh for everything they have done for me and for every single one of us. Without their guidance and knowledge, I wouldn't be standing here today. Additionally, I would also like to thank Dr. Teh for the confidence boost. I wouldn't be giving a live speech. Instead, there will be a recorded video of my speech. This is definitely a better and a very different experience. I am sure most of you have heard of the phrase, "You never know what you got till it's gone." This is true for many things, not the least for friends. Many of us graduating in fear that this may be the end of certain friendships. People part ways after university, became busy with jobs, we don't live in student accommodations together, or stay up late doing assignments and whatnot. However, we should always strive to keep the friends we've made here, because we don't know when we might lose them. As someone who has been through that loss, I want to take this time to remind you all to tell the people close to you that you love them. And I also want to dedicate this speech to the person I lost, my very close friend who passed away earlier last year, Sadman Rafi Saqib. He would be in my place right now giving this speech as he was the star amongst us. Sadly, he was taken too early from us. Nevertheless, he will always be in our hearts. He was truly the best of us, a gentle heart and a kind soul, and my first and closest friend at APU. Ernest Hemingway once said, "Every man has two deaths. The first when he is buried in the ground, and the second the last time someone says his name." Let us make sure we keep on saying his name and remembering him so he may continue to live through us forever. Lastly, I would like to show my appreciation to APU for giving me the chance to meet such great lecturers and amazing friends. I would like to thank my family for allowing me to study at this university. May the path all of you choose to walk on be bright, and may success follow you all your life. Thank you. I would like to pass it on to my fellow valedictorian, Mr. Ruud Westerwiel. Thank you.
To the staff members and board of APU, to my fellow students, family and friends. Coming from a country with a very different culture, it has been a wonderful journey for me studying in Malaysia at APU. At no moment in my life I was so motivated to study as when I was here. Learning new things every day is something I really cherish. Now that I'm back in my home country, and when I look back, I really miss the student's life, although it was mostly at home due to the pandemic. Having a supportive wife and no parents watching my every move was the ideal environment for me to make the most of my studies. Not everybody was able to deal with this situation this well. We should all respect and be compassionate about one another's mental health. For me, it actually was a close call at the end of my studies. What most of you don't know was that my father's health was deteriorating, and this made things difficult for me to concentrate. I'm grateful he's still with us and doing well considering the circumstances. I've learned the importance of choosing a direction in life and career. In this regard, often more is lost by indecision than by the wrong decision. Don't be afraid to fail. There will always be a new starting point and new challenges, also if you succeed. And don't forget to enjoy it along the way. Try to find something that makes you laugh every day. My advice to you: be prepared to go the extra mile, be curious and explore. You will find something that interests and motivates you. Don't be afraid to speak up. I remember when evaluating classes, I was usually the first student to speak. The lecturer in one module asked the students who want to say something about the classes. I deliberately waited for another student to be the first to speak. After a few seconds of silence, one student said, "Ruud probably wants to say something." This student was right. I did want to say something. But it was not what I tried to achieve. Once people know what you want or feel, they can act upon it or take your feelings into account. Positive things will come from it. My next step is a career in business analytics in the flower business, which my country, the Netherlands, is famous for. I feel very motivated and look forward to the journey ahead. I want to close with expressing my gratitude to my wife, family, friends. Your unconditional support got me where I am right now. I will be forever grateful. I would also like to thank my fellow students and lecturers of the Data Science and Business Analytics program for keeping me on my toes and teaching me countless new things. Thank you.
Thank you, Ilyas and Ruud, for the inspirational speeches. With great pleasure, we would now like to invite Dr. Hari Narayanan to deliver the congratulatory address.
Okay, so it's always very difficult to follow through in terms of after hearing 3 speeches from our fellow colleagues and 2 from our valedictorians. Congratulations, Ilya and Ruud. That was a wonderful set of speech that you gave. A very good morning to all of you and welcome graduates, family members, friends, and of course my fellow colleagues in APU. And I should thank my fellow colleagues from SU and DMU to join us virtually at least. Yeah, I'm sure you, the graduates, have been eagerly looking forward to this day. Heartiest congratulations to all of you. In my mind, when I look back at my own graduation, that was a very, very long time ago. It is a very significant day for each of you. I guess it's a significant milestone in your life journey. I'm sure you had put a lot of hard work, persevered through lectures, tutorials, assessments, exams, online, physical, quiz, continuous assessment, Elias, yeah? To reach this particular stage. No doubt the pandemic had challenged you in several ways, especially this particular group. I guess that you went from full-time to virtual for online, hybrid. You encountered, you had experienced different forms of learning and so forth. I'm sure that you have adjusted to the varying conditions and so forth. Whilst you should pat yourself on your back for all of this, it is important, like what my fellow colleagues mentioned, that you should take a moment to appreciate and thank your parents, your sponsors, who probably had doubled or tripled their efforts, probably worried a lot for you, and sacrificed their own self-interest to ensure their sons and daughters, i.e. you, reach this significant milestone. Continue to show the gratitude for your parents, for your relatives, your friends who had helped you achieve this significant milestone. Our purpose in Asia Pacific University is to transform students to become highly employable, competent, and future-proof professionals. Here you are graduating. We hope that as you went through the programs in APU, those that you chose, like Elias chose mechatronics if I'm not mistaken, Ruth in DSBA for example, you should have grabbed the opportunity to network among a diverse set of fellow students coming from various parts of the world. And here is an example. I was told Elias is from Myanmar, is that right? Yeah, and Ruud is from Netherlands. That's a very far, kind of examples. I think that you would have the opportunity, like what Prof. mentioned too, that you had implicitly able to shape your character, enhanced your attitude, and grab the opportunity to do the networking. You never know when you need friends out there when you get out to the industry or get your own business, for example. Remember the days that when you first came into APU, we had a dress code etiquette. Do you remember those days? Yeah? All of these are meant to develop your professional outlook and behavior. As you go out there, whatever that you do, professionalism becomes as equally important to your competencies. I think a lot of my fellow colleagues also mentioned that. Now, as I guess Miming said, chasing your dreams, yeah? And Prof. mentioned about the only constant is change. One of the most important things that I have over the years looked at from, I guess the attributes of being very successful is something called attitude. Now, I was Googling this morning how to explain the importance of attitude. So if you think about the alphabets A to Z, and you go from 1 to 26, i.e. you give, 1 for A, Z, 26, and, you spell out hard work, and you assign the numbers to it. Hard work probably gives you 98%. If you look at knowledge, for example, you count again the numbers, the relevant numbers, you get 96%, near enough. If you look at love, for example, 54%, and so on and so forth. And none of them makes the 100%. Is it money, for example? Well, go and look at money, M-O-N-E-Y. It comes to 72%. Not that I'm saying all of these things are not important, yeah? If you look at leadership, for example, wow, it's coming up to 97%, for example. So when you look at attitude, coincidentally or what? When you look at attitude and you spell it out, it gives you 100%, all right? So I always believed, and coming from industry over 28 years, and when I interview graduates, for example, even professionals, if you want to call it, I look at the competencies, I look at the knowledge that they have, but more importantly is the attitude. It is therefore our attitude towards life and work that makes our life 100% successful, something that you need to think about. Graduates, we are extremely proud that you have achieved this significant milestone. Please do not think this is the end of learning. A few of my colleagues mentioned it. Yeah? Prof. Ho mentioned about learn, unlearn, relearn, for example. And I think that, if I'm not mistaken, even Ruth mentioned about being inquisitive, explore. Yeah? So this is not the end of learning. Life is full of twists and turns, a lot of challenges, highs and lows. Embrace lifelong learning to stay relevant. Given this particular, I guess, the period that we're going through, the digitalization period, exponentially changing a lot of the facets of our life and how things are done out there in businesses and in industry. Maybe there's something called, after digitalization, quantumization. I don't know. Something else will be coming up very soon. So you got to stay relevant. In order to stay relevant, you got to embrace lifelong learning. And by the way, do not forget your alma mater. Reach out to us from time to time, and we will do the same, because we can benefit from each other by doing that. In closing, on behalf of the team in Asia Pacific University, I wish you the very best in your next endeavor. This is your day. Have a wonderful day with the family and friends, celebrating your success. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, Dr. Hari, for doing the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony will now commence with the presentation of the undergraduate and postgraduate awards.
Bachelor of Science, Honours in Information Technology, specializing in Cloud Computing, Information Systems Security, Mobile Technology and Internet of Things. Ahmad Wajdi Walid Al-Nasha Shibi. Alfredo. Damian Arno Yannick Arisol. Denny Kurniawan. Freddie Stanley. Jason Alex Biong. Jean-Paul Nathan Leroux. Jessica. John Verghese Chirian. Joshua Ray Saputra. Martin Endurance Chitauro. Mikhail Dimas Handa Rujati. Sean Damian Unitrice Nanti. Seri Khalid Khalil Abdul Latif Irfan. So Wei Ping. Vijayaraj Morgan. Wendrian Yapit. First class honors, Ho Chu Cheng. Also the recipient of Best Student Award. Janice Lee. Juni Halim. Wasi Rahman Sulaiman. Yung Lee Ki. Bachelor of Science Honours in Software Engineering. Bilal Gauri. Derek Po Yi Fan. Desilia Yoshi. Edward Rulif Podianto. Jason. Million Wong Choryat. Muhammad Azim Rahman Krisdianto. Rachel Wong Eun Hui, Richard James Morel, Rusmauli Bibi Yushrin, Sabalakov Amirlan, Samuel Andrew, Shen Yu Hao, First Class Honours, Chan Jun Yu, Dinesh S. Raju, Hao Chi Wee, Hen Kian Jun, Leon Cheung, Toka Ahmad Ali Hagag, Wong Jen Yin, Bachelor of Science Honours in Computer Science, Computer Games Development, Multimedia Technology and Intelligence Systems, together with Bachelor of Honours in Computer Science, specializing in Data Analytics. Alex Young. Ba Suhai Habiba Ahmad Abdullah, Chu Chia Yi, Daisy Waitera Kiragu, Farhan Almando Trisena Putra, Ge Bao Jun, Joel Vincent Dupre, Lau Jun Hong, Leon Sebastian Wibowo, Mariam Malika Asim, Meghna Shabaji, Muhammad Ali Atif, Neha Devi Thorul, Osama Adil Muhammad Saleh, Rebecca Evelyn Damanik, Sisamali Isate, Said Imas Jazim, Yugesh Suchit, First Class Honours, Evan Milikan, also the winner of Best Project Prize. Haris Emir Izuddin, Humaira Mustan, Kazi Nishat Tahia Bashar, Muzamil Muhammad Ahmad Abdul Latif, Richard Wijaya, Supendi, Thomas Ramadan Banatain Clark, also the winner of Best Student Award. Bachelor of Science Honours degrees in Computing, Cybersecurity, Forensic Computing, Business Information Technology. Berliana Zoni, Billy Jonathan, Brian Keith Yo, Lizabel Lincoln Wuwungan, Po Keng Cheng alias Remy Po, Kwa Guang Chian, Ruben Yu Zong Zhen, Suntareswaran Santana Murthy, Syed Muhammad Bilal Zaidi, Vincent Chenwin, Yusupov Amir, First Class Honours, Awangku Muqtadir Firdaus, Pengiran Haji Metali, Best Student Award, Aisha Kamran, Chimwemwe Precious Melenga, David Ardiwan, Devaldo Filbert Theodorus, Kelvin, Pavan Kumar Patel Gunvant, Reza Ahmad Nugroho, Sarah Ardifa, Sheikh Ramis Yusuf, Shaina Firdaus, Said Kamil Al-Idrus Said Zahir, William Ruyanto, William Tirta Tajaja, Wong Yin Kwan, Yo Wui Lok, Wong Ziman, Bachelor of Honours in Accounting and Finance, Bachelor of Honours in Accounting and Finance, specializing in Forensic Accounting, Internal Audit, Taxation and Forex, and Investments. Anik Brina Irene Sinon, Cindy Emilia Fortuna, Edmund Go Yi Hang, Alice Natifa Chang Pentif, Elwalid Bashir Hamid Berair, Eric Robertson T, anak kepada Raymond Dylan Dimon, Erika Pratiwi, Jojo Brad Oliver Bibi, Lakshana Budu, Mamidova Narmina, Muhammad Farhan Afif, Nasha Mohammed, Shannon Nadia Teresa Philo, Siti Nazira binti Julkafali, Tiffany Heidi Moyes, Solani Brian Maturiko, First Class Honours, and also the winner of Best Student Award, Doreen Ng Shu Ruo. Also Best Student Award, Mariam Ziba Mohammed. Muhammad Aman Sharif. Muhammad Yasir Nubi Bukus. Ramlal Singh Kiati. Tay Shi Yu. Tay Wee Yi. Bachelor of Science, Honours in Actuarial Studies, Bachelor in Banking and Finance with Honours, Bachelor in Banking and Finance with Honours, specializing in Investment and Risk Management. Cecilia Dana Firi. Haikal Kanzi F. Riansha. Claudius Hubert Suryo Adi. Kuveri Muene Mambilimbili Kachaka Mukonda. Minahil Numan. Mokshada Gura. Muia. Shida Banin Zainab Hayat. Tiara Faradila Pong. First Class Honours, Aminath Shahunaz Abdullah. Best Project Prize, Diandra Shamila Valerie Cedras. Viola Pradana Halim. Best Student Award, Wudun Nishta. Bachelor of Honours in International Business Management, Bachelor of Honours in Business Management, Bachelor of Honours in Business Management specializing in e-business. Best Project Prize, Anika Shella Estrale. Asad Iqbal. Badurali Inara Umi Haifa. Beverly Marguerite Bijot. Chireen Safira Gunawan. Ebrima Berry. Galuh Permata Hati. Gio Samudra. Hikaru Nagata. Ignatius Poundra Suryo Kusumo. Ishat Mustafa. Juliana Winata, also the winner of Best Project Prize. Kevin Ferdiansha. Muhammad Islam Muhaimin Zul. Onja Ravaka Ratodisoa. Raihan Bima Saputro. Rika Sakamoto, Shu Yu Chi, Syed Asjad Hussein Musavi, Taha Wakar, Yasin Mahmud Diab, First Class Honours, Aishat Imtinan, also the recipient of Best Project Prize, Christina Teo, Fernando Sidik, Hilary Louise Pillay, also the recipient of Best Student Award, Jasmine Lucette Shannon Medina, Jessica Angelina Wijaya, Jessica Chen, Mikhail Raf Emmanuel Jean, Tasnim Fatima binti Uthman Ali, Vania Shojai, Wong Yuan Ni, also the recipient of Best Student Award. Bachelor of Honours degrees in Human Resource Management, Tourism Management, Marketing Management. Ahmad Imal Rajihuddin Noor, Arufa Salim Ahmad, James Munuhe Mutero, Lin Weiwei, Malcolm Tasha Muka Kavari, Pang Chian Ru, Tehrim Usmani, First Class Honours, Afrida Cheta Luti, Ahmad Shahir Rizwan Muhammad Shahril, also the recipient of Best Project Prize. Francesca Angelique Vital, also the recipient of Best Student Award. Geraldine Julienne Rachel Joubert, Shalini Tamodaran,
Bachelors of Engineering with Honours in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Telecommunication Engineering and Petroleum Engineering, Bachelors of Engineering in Mechatronic Engineering with Honours. Ahmed Umer, Amar Mohi Abdul Fatah Abdul Monim Singer, Asfan Yar Khan, Brian Mugai Waitaka, Caldron Chu Kai Zin, Chin Kelvin, Chong Ting Zian, Jason Theodore Suhardi, Lalu Muhammad Fadlul Hadi Wibawa, Maliha Wakar, Muhammad Sohaib Rifine, Muhammad Muzamil Atik, Muhammad Adib Asani, Muhammad Hanan Navid, Muhammad Mahruz Khan Baluch, Nabil Abbas, Nasim Ahmad Abdul Musaid Al-Madrari, Peter Kamau Mungai, Rama Sultan Yanwa Hermawan, Tawanda Tatkudzwa Shawanho, Tong Chan Rik Madut, First Class Honours, Chin Wei Chung, also the recipient for Best Project Prize, Ilyas Isaac Dawuji, also the recipient for Best Student Award, Kait Ali Kait Saleh Al-Riyashi, Leong Kai Yuan, also the recipient for Best Student Award, Muhammad Gamal Al-Gawada, Said Ahmad Juma Al-Afifu, Sangye Wangmo, also the recipient for Best Student Award and also for Best Project Prize. Bachelor's Honours Degree, Bachelor's of Arts in International Relations, Ahmad Iltaf Rakib, Arup Kasim Said, Chawizi Madula, Dema Shering, Fatima Hashim, Jennifer Cristianto, Karin Kelcher Florence Benstrong, First Class Honours, Annie Sabrina Alexandra Lowe, also the recipient for Best Project Prize. Basil Tendai Maupa, Emma Michelle Therese Lee Yuk Ying Ah Shung, also the recipient for Best Student Award. Kashmira George, Nisha Putri Priscilianti, Bachelor's Honours Degree, Bachelor's of Art Honours in Advertising and Brand Management, Bachelor's of Art Honours in Animation, Bachelor's of Art Honours VFX, Visual Effects and Concept Design. Aida Shafira Shafwan, Kokorina Ilazivita, First Class Honours, Aurelia Elfrida, Pulatova Sabina, Salna Fairoz Effendi, Shetnova Karina, Sondus Magde Abdul Kader Atwa El Wakil. Master's degree, Masters of Science degree, Masters of Technology Management, Master of Project Management and Masters of Business Administration. Abdul Rahman Lubna, Ajeng Dina Rianti, Chan Liu Long, David Newman, Farai Katoma, Mahir Basi A. Abdul Qasim, Ruth Westerville, also the recipient for Best Student Award. Samir Mohammad Aid Al Sawan, Saviona Anquinta Gonçalves, Sophie Simon George,
Ladies and gentlemen, this now concludes the 2022 virtual graduation ceremony of the Asia Pacific University of Technology and Innovation APU. Graduates, yours has been an extraordinary journey that called for an unprecedented resiliency in the face of a pandemic. You rose to the occasion and your story will be told with pride for generations to come. We are proud to stand alongside each and every one of you as you celebrate your most significant event in university life. With that being said, the university will continue to strive for excellence and to nurture even more future-proof and global professionals. On behalf of APU, congratulations once again to all graduates. Wishing you all the success for your future endeavors. Have a wonderful day and thank you. Back to you, Ming Ming and Edison.
Okay, graduates, although things might have not gone as planned, but we all can agree that the class of 2021 and 2022 are one of the most outstanding and resilient batches because we have survived one of the worst disruption of mankind history.
Yeah.
So we are all destined to be greatness, and each and every single one of you have the potential to change the world. You have grown into powerful intellectual individual who would make a massive footprint on this earth.
Yes, and as every good event goes, all good things must come to an end, right? It may be the end of this graduation ceremony, but it is an open door to a whole new world out there, right? To quote one of the most successful entrepreneurs I know, for a very old school entrepreneur that I've read about in a book, Michael Scott of Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, right? You know what they say, fool me once, strike one, but fool me twice, strike three. Right, these wise words, right, show us that in the real world, we must be strong and tough and not let anyone walk all over you, no matter what life dishes you.
Yep, so although the door for our university life has abruptly shut down on us, but I would like to remind everyone that another door has just opened, and hope you all are ready to put on some new shades and prepare to take on a brand new world out there.
Yes, and to quote my beloved Ming Ming, don't care what anyone else thinks or say, just do you and march to the beat of your own drum, all right? So once again, congratulations to all graduates and a big thank you to all of our guests for tuning in today. My name is Edison.
My name is Ming Ming.
And we wish you all the best. Have a great one and take care.
Congratulations to all of you. And your future endeavors as well.
Yes, of course.
Right, thank
For
you.
ours as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.